Yes, yes, yes. We have more stuff. I know. Logistics errors. I wish I could disable that event. I feel like at this point I'm cheating. Welcome back to Prison Architect, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. I actually haven't logged off yet. Just playing the game, man. Brandon Metzner here has got a bit of a problem. You see, we need to escort him to cell, but nobody's coming to get him. And I don't know why. That part's a little aggravating as well. It's like we have 61 guards available, but hey, you know, at least they're kind of eating now. Maybe they're it's going down. You know, there's more of that. If I do this really quick, then I could probably get somebody to come and get him. There it is. Yep. So I just have too many guards on break, but at the same time, they're not eating, so it's whatever. We're gonna go 65% just so I don't have the meme anymore. Yeah. Let's destroy the meme. All right. So we have this 65%, and hopefully that, I don't know if that's going to make it worse or better. We're at 75% morale right now. But anyway, he has a problem because he is an ex-gang member, and that's why he's in protective custody. But he's in a cell right next to Rennie, and you can probably tell by this little thing over his face, if he ever looks back at me. Rennie is in a gang. And that's the reason why Metzner here is injured. It's because even in protective custody, these gang members, well, they're attacking him, and that kind of defeats the purpose of putting him in here, doesn't it? Now, I kind of wish there was a, protective custody 2, protective custody 3. I don't have that. What I can do, though, is I can say, hey, gang members, you are on permanent lockdown, I can say. So I can go actions, and I can lock down all the gang members and say, look, you're in permanent lockdown. This guy's almost out of here, and he hasn't really acted up yet. But he's ex-law enforcement. That's why he's in here. Same thing with Rennie. They're ex-law enforcement. That's why they're in here. And Rennie's going to be here for a long time. If he ends up killing Metzner, he's definitely going to be in here for a long time. So, and Brandon Caden Metzner is going to be in here for even longer. So it's unfortunate, but I think I'm going to take the gang members. We're going to go permanent lockdown on them for a little while. So what happens when permanent lockdown, if you're not familiar with the game? Well, it just means that they are restricted to their cell all the time. This guy's a gang member too. How many gang members do I have in here? I got ex-gang. I got lots of ex-gang members in here. Snitches and all that stuff. But like some of these guys are actually still gang members. And I feel like I should give them a way to get out of that, right? Like I want to give them a way to get out of it, but the gang rehabilitation thing just isn't available for them over here because gang members aren't usually put over here, right? Now, the thing is, if this was real life, I would come up to them as a warden and I would say, look, you got a choice, Rennie. I get it. You want to seek revenge for your gang because this guy left you. I understand. Here's the deal, though. If you can't find a non-violent way to accept that, then I'm going to take your ex-law enforcement ass and I'm going to throw you in maximum. How's that feel? You know? Like, I'm going to do that instead. See how long you last in there. Right? If it was the real world, that's what I would do, but I can't do that here. So what I'm going to do is just take the aggressors, the gang members, and I'm just going to lock them down. So these three are going to be... permanent lockdown. Now, I could alternatively, maybe this would create less problems for me if I simply make Metzner, lockdown. But unfortunately, there's like 15 ex-gang members here, so it's easier to just lock down the gang members. And it looks like he is in. I made him in Oh, I didn't. No. Wait, it's a different guy. This guy. I put Scott Creaser, probably cousin to Duncan Creaser. If you know, you know. He's got 72%. I put him in permanent lockdown, did I not? I thought I had, but he's out now. So maybe I didn't put him in. He's got visitation. Maybe visitation is not off limits for those who are in permanent lockdown. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, welcome back to Prison Architect. I hope you're having a great day. We have currently in our prison 40 medium security out of a capacity of 59. That's going to get expanded today. We have 25 maximums and a capacity of 55. And then we're 70% full on minimum security prisoners as well. And then also we have a 98 capacity for criminally insane, because come to find out, I did not finish the cells on the ends. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now so I don't forget. So white jail door there, and also all the way over at the end over here, there as well. And then we will simply make this padded cells there and there. Once those are valid cells, we should see 100 as our criminally insane capacity. Excellent. Okay. So in betweens for videos, I expanded and laid some foundations in right here. We're also very close to getting the prisoner to pass the 3 strikes program. I'm not entirely sure how long it's going to take, but we did have somebody pass animal therapy, thankfully. And if I take a look at how many programs do I have for the 3 strikes program, I have 2 sessions and only 1 person taking it right now. That's no good. It's going to be this guy. And how close are you? How good are you here? I mean, you got to attend the program a bit more. I wish you'd maybe pay attention a bit more. You only have a 13% chance to reoffend. So that's good. You're not like at risk or anything, hopefully. So there's that. We'll have to keep an eye on him. But hopefully he passes, because he seems to be the only one actually taking the course right now. This might take longer than I thought to get those passing. Also, how are you guys at the same time here? What's going on? Okay, so maximum. There is an overlap here. Okay, the overlap is not what I'm looking for. So I have an overlap over here too. So we're going to do this. You're going to sleep 1 hour longer like that. And you're going to eat an hour later than them as well. All right. Now, I can't really do much about it now because you're already intermixed. But as soon as we switch times here, I think this is probably good enough. But as soon as we switch times, I'm going to make this a lockup period for you guys. And then what I might do from there is shift your free time down 1 slot, but that's not gonna. I need your free time slot to kind of overlap with this. Maybe we do this instead. I think I like this better. We go here for your free time, and there for your work lockup. That gives you an extra hour of work, I think, unless my math is terrible. And we could do something like this maybe. And then I can probably, I'll see the programs get readjusted probably here on the rescheduler, but that should give you extra time to do the things I want you to do. You know, you have 100 people, or sorry, 100 people, 100% of 11 people have gotten their tattoos removed. Yeah, we're doing gang rehabilitations in these offices, all sorts of things here. Yep. No regime time slot for this. Breathe therapy. Okay, I want to see the schedule for breathe therapy. Let me excuse me, let me do some stuff with my schedule. I have alcoholics group therapy to do too. I'll be right back. Okay, I got all the stuff sorted out. So anyway, back to my thing. If you haven't seen the game before, what happens when you have a permanent lockdown, right? It is supposed to restrain that prisoner to their cell, and they basically don't leave it. And then essentially, during meal times, we'll have a guard bring a meal into their cell. So they'll still eat. They just won't eat with everybody else because they're locked up, right? So that's what I'm going to do with the guards, or that's what I'm going to do with those in protective custody who are still in gangs. I would like to motivate them to leave their gang, but I don't know if I can actually if I have the capacity to do that over here. And that's something I wanted to investigate also. I don't think I have the ability to really do that, but gang rehabilitation is here. It needs a psychologist in an office. So maybe there's hope. There's only 1 psychologist office here, but maybe there's hope with that. If we can get the psychologist office here in protective custody, if I could do gang rehabilitation there, there, and there, have that office reserved for those programs, maybe we can get some people to try to be rehab. Now, I don't know whether they're going to actually leave their cell for the program because they're in permanent lockdown. So I don't know if they actually leave their their cell for the program. So I might need to end their punishment just to try it out. So you know what? I'm going to do that. Apparently, I didn't get him. He isn't actually marked that way. Okay. Well, his is. Okay. So gang members are allowed to move around now. And I want to see if they register themselves for that program. So there's a lot of programs, so many programs, so much cost. And it's just I have to make sure that I'm making revenue to offset that cost, right? So let's see how well we're doing. I got 55,000, so I think we're doing pretty good on our budget now. It is now 31K. Very nice. Now, we're not really selling a whole lot of power here. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that this power setup is still powering all of this now too. Same thing here, also powering this. I want to get this on its own setup. I want to get this on its own power supply. So we're going to spend a little bit of extra cash here. It will eventually pay for itself, but we're going to spend a little bit of extra. We're going to go for these hybrid solar wind things. And I'm going to say let's go one here. We'll come straight down from there to there, and then over 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then up, and then over again, 2, 3, and then up, and then over 1, 2, 3, and then up. We're gonna start getting our own renewables going through here, and this is very expensive. Like I said, it'll eventually pay for itself anyway. Transformer is gonna be down here. Let's put it, we can put it on this side. This is where the sniper towers and stuff are. So this is the fence and everything. Maybe this fence will end up being here. Maybe it'll end up being a building. I haven't decided on that yet. It may end up being something different, but I think for now we'll go in and put this transformer right here. And then the electrical for all of this, right? So $40,000 spent on solar and wind. And then we're gonna come over and just have this cable run, and it'll connect right there. And that transformer will then feed the rest of this setup. So this then comes down and over, and it will connect to here. We can probably put a switch in this. For now, we'll put a switch there. And then when that switch, we'll turn it off, then we can develop the whole program. And then when we're ready, we can turn it on. In which case, then we will want to have another switch. We have a switch right there. Good. So I can switch this off, switch that on, and the whole system will just change right over. And that will allow us to export even more power. It's going to be great. Dogs, check this. Seems like that is a false alarm as well. Yeah. I didn't do any shakedowns today, but I did every single sector last night. Or at least the night before I started recording. So it shouldn't be a lot for one day. I wouldn't think so. I mean, there's obviously... It says there's high narcotics supply still. Tools, weapons, these are all very high value, but produced narcotics is very small as far as the supply goes. Everybody's, always demand is up, but I'm trying to keep the supply in check at least a little bit. Okay, so over here, I did expand this all the way down, so we have a little bit more indoor area here. And then I've widened out the walls and stuff so we can have people move through. This is all, this is all an empty room. One of those empty rooms again. I'm actually loving that tool. That's nice having these around. So these empty rooms are just staff only. So it's open and we don't have to worry with doors, but prisoners aren't allowed to mess around in here. And that's just my expansion to having more cells. And I'll expand to this many, and then we'll build some more, and then I'll expand to this many, etc. That's going to be probably the next couple of days in game. I'm going to let this go a couple of days in game, I think, because if I really am making about 30 grand a day, well, then 2 more days, I should have about as much money as I just spent, right? But also, by building these, I am going to be able to export even more power, which was the whole idea in the beginning anyway. So, we need batteries on these, don't we? Yeah, we do. In fact, I need to move this. Do I not have the ability to move it? It's just dismantle. Crazy. Okay, dismantle this. Let's move it. We're going to move it to... I think we'll move it over here. Yeah, we'll move it just a little bit. So let's get that done quickly, please. And then what we'll do is we need to add more batteries to it, which is why I'm moving it. There is a maximum to the number of batteries you can add. So, like, for instance, I can't put batteries here and here because there's a maximum of how many I'm allowed to have, and that's 10. So, you can't have any more than 10 batteries. So, if from here, if this is going to be a fence, then I wouldn't be able to do it. But like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I wouldn't be able to get 10 here. So I'm going to just move it over, and then I'll be able to get whatever I want here. So we'll dismantle this utility too. This one can stay. Here we go. So this transformer, I have one now, and I want to place it here instead, I think. Yeah, right here. It goes there. And then the electrical cables are already partially installed down this way. We may add additional things that will pop into this line, but for now, we're just going to have it go and meet up there and like that. All right, there we go. It is we're having a hot spell here. Yeah, all the doors. Oh, and the road. Now, I have automatic road maintenance coming in. So, like, as soon as the road messes up, the road maintenance guys are going to spring to life. And that is because I now have all the coverage is on. I have all the insurances on. So, pest control, automated for me. All the health stuff, automated. Riot police comes automatically. All that stuff is going to happen for me. It's costing me $6,000 a day, but all of these things give me discounts on wages for my staff. And those discounts are in excess in total because of how much staff I have. Those discounts are in excess of $6,000 a day. I'm saving more than $6,000 a day, I believe anyway. It might be close to it might be almost break even. But if you're going to be break even and have insurance, you might as well. It's a little more convenient that way anyway. So if I'm going to be spending the money anyway, I might as well have it contribute to automation. So these guys are going all the way around. Oh, look at you fancy pantses. Bypassing the metal detectors. Fancy. Good for you. You figured it out. All right. Well, I was going to close these down to make them staff only anyway. Want them to go this way for that, and then they're going to come around this way for that. So, I mean, I can close these down now. And if I was to do that, I suppose I could just move these metal detectors, right? So I don't need to buy new ones. I'll just move these ones, and we'll have it be, let's say here, like this, here, and this one can be here. We'll add the brick wall there. And then that will be, try to avoid it now, right? And then we'll take a staff door and we'll pop it, let's say, it could be all the way at the end, sure. Put a staff door there. And then the jail door stuff, I guess, can get removed. So we'll dismantle that and I'll just leave it. Yeah, whatever, just leave it. It's installed. If I need it somewhere else, then fine, but it doesn't need to be installed right now. I'm mostly just using the doors I got in storage, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll move all those things down here. They're going to need power hookups. Nah, we have power for those. There we go. And then these areas here and here, we end up having this area be, for now, we can just make it an empty room. There we go. Empty room, and we can make these empty rooms staff only. Almost. There we go. And so now the prisoners will have to go around the wider walkways, which will always involve getting tagged by these metal detectors. And that's what I want. I want everyone going through metal detectors. When you're outside, you're getting suppressed. There it is. A little bit of sniper suppression outside here. Overheating is a problem as well, of course, but sniper suppression is what I'm looking for. Absolutely. Here we go. We got video calls happening here. The medium security only common room, which means the maximum security people don't have a common room, do they? Well, that's going to change over here. There's going to be a common room over here for you, but for now you don't have it. So I guess you probably should act up or act better. You should not act up. You should probably act better so that you can be brought down into the area where there is a common room. Let's see. Ingredients are looking pretty good. We're at 1224 out of 264. This is... I used to see like 2,000 meals. Am I not using as much fresh ingredients anymore? Happens. There's a whole bunch of stuff just out in the open. Expiring soon. Like, just not going in the fridge. Guys, what are you doing here? Put it in the fridge, please. Why? Why are we not cooking with it? Why would I be buying food when I can cook the stuff I'm growing? And why is this stuff expiring? If you're not going to use it, then I'm going to sell it so it doesn't go bad. There you go. All right, so I'm having even more money problems now at the time. So day rolled over. I made $2,300 total cash flow. And I started to add cells in this new expansion. And it's kind of taken my balance all the way down, man. So I might need to consider a loan. We'll see. To get it all done and to get more prisoners in as I want, I think I might need to consider that loan. This fight got solved real quickly. Thank you, Sniper. For just... I don't even know if the Sniper had anything to do with it. None of their hands are up, but they might have already just been apprehended. Lutheran, still here, man. 445. This is probably my first... I think this guy's my first Supermax prisoner, honestly. He's going to die in here. 46... Age 46. He needs 400 years. So I think that dude is... That dude's definitely the guy. We're gonna take... Oh, I can't even expand my power because of this. I should be able to get a little bit of cash for the intake that's about to happen, but most likely there will be purchases immediately because you can see every time I get a little bit of cash, more stuff is purchased, right? We need more stuff bought in the prison too. So as we get prisoners to enter the map here, we'll start getting paid for that intake. Morgan just got sent back to the prison. I had, at the turn of the day, I had a $10,000 reform award, and then immediately after that, a $10,000 reoffending fine. So it didn't help much. It didn't really get me much at all there. There we go. A little bit of cash there, but it's just buying the extra stuff we need, repairs, and also buying the stuff that's needed for these cells. So I think maybe, just maybe... I really would like this prisoner to pass the 3 strikes program. That would have been really nice to have happen. Then I wouldn't need a loan. But I think I will take the loan. I want to have this done. We're going to go with 1 loan here at 25K. So we're back in debt. This guy's chasing this guy down. Gang member with unknown reputation. Why are you chasing him? I see running away. He's running away. Unknown reputation, though. Let's go to the informant screen. And I don't think I have any people that are vulnerable in here. I guess we should go into this screen, I guess. Kind of cheating, but whatever. We'll go into this screen. So there's this dude who is vulnerable right here. Is it Parkin? Tim Parkin, what's up with you? He's an unknown reputation, but he's being targeted. He's vulnerable. So 65%. We're gonna have to figure out what's wrong with you. We'll go ahead and put you in protective for now. And then I want to go ahead and get one of my good informants here. I think we'll pull Gareth. We'll pull Gareth out of his cell and have him tell me what these question marks are all about. So I got a couple of question marks here. They do have this snitch right here. So I need to get him in protective. But I'd like to get the question marks first, and then I can go ahead and get him not active. I don't want to switch the snitch while he's active. So I need him to tell me, and then I'll switch the snitch. There we go. Okay, pause. Okay, so yeah, he's a snitch. That's why I already switched him. And then there's that snitch there, and then the other snitch here. Wow. Ex-prison guard. Wow. Okay, there's a whole bunch of that stuff. All right, we will deactivate you. And we'll let this run just a little bit, and then go back to the intelligence screen here. So we want to take the snitch. We might have more protective custody than I can fit. 27 out of 29 right now. I'm about to fill it up. Yeah. Ex-gang member, I'm not really concerned with. Snitch is somebody that I need to take care of, though. Not you. Right? No, the other guy. You. Another Duncan. Oh, man, I got to protect the Duncan. Lame. All right, we'll protect that Duncan. And then this snitch right here. So that gets me to 30. doesn't it? And that means that... Nope, that's exactly 29. I'm just bad at math. All right, that gives me that. And then I don't think there's anyone else, but I might need to start pulling some of these guys out of here. Some of the ones that maybe can, like the ex-gang member. I can probably stick you. Why not? Yeah, you're almost out of here. Yeah, you're almost out of here. That'll free up a cell. Okay, never mind. What's your chance to reoffend? Excellent. All right, you know what? No, I'm going to let you stay in here because you're more protected in here than you would be otherwise. What else can we do here? Is there anyone that's extremely tough ex-gang member? You're also my confidential informant. 34% to reoffend. You have a really good chance at alcoholics group therapy here. I'd like you to stay with the program, but federal witness, yeah, like I think this is the kind of guy where I could put him in minimum and he'll probably be okay. So I can stick you in minimum, and then you'll find your alcohol therapy stuff in the other wing. And then if I look at, and you're gonna be fine as long as you don't act up. You'll be fine. If you act up, maybe I'll have to bring you back, but hopefully I don't have to. I just want to get some people that are maybe a little bit more vulnerable to be down here instead. So intelligence, go back to security, go back to vulnerable, and there's this guy right here. Who is this guy? It's Howard Lang. You're just ex-gang member in maximum. Okay, let's put you in protective instead. And then this ex-gang member here, he's got low chance to reoffend, but I need him to do programs because 34% is still kind of high. So we can stick him down here. He's got access to more types of programs. He'll probably be all right. But if an ex-gang member in maximum is not a good idea, so we're going to pull him out of there. All right, $21,000. The only reason we have 21K is because of the loan. You can see I'm blowing through that, man. There's the early prisoner releases. I like that. That's great. That's great. Still looking for one person to pass the 3 strikes program. How are we doing on that? Okay, hang on. Let's take that loan down now. We have a couple $1,000s over that now. We're probably good. Where is my 3 strikes program, dude? There was like only one person doing this. Now there are 2. Good. Let's see. Where are we at here? This guy, Gilmore. Where are you at, Gilmore? Tell me. Oh, your success chance is so low. That's terrible. All right. You don't have much for suppression. You are outside, and walking through here, you're gonna get hit by the suppression effects of that tower. But right when you get about out here, just after this circle, you can kind of see it. It's a little hard to see maybe, but yeah, you can see where that's pulsing. So right here, as he gets past this door, basically, he's no longer getting hit by that suppression. So as he moves this direction, he should, it should help him. Should help him to concentrate. I would hope anyway. Not that guy, the other guy. And then where is it? Right here. 3 strikes program. This one's starting. Yep, this one right here. Weiner. Maybe it's Weiner. Felix Weiner. I prefer to think God, man, 0%? That can't be right. Yeah, I mean, it says his attendance is horrible. He's got a great success chance, but his attendance in this thing has been so bad. Apparently, the program is almost over, and he's never been here. That sucks. That said, though, his success chance is going up a lot faster than his attendance because his, concentration and understanding is pretty good. So, I mean, it's not really a coin flip, but maybe we'll get lucky on the RNG for that guy. He's already at 15%. Uh-oh. What do we got going on here? Hey, guys, leave it alone. All right, chill. Just chill out. Sneak thief, battle tendency, enforcer, gang member. Gosh, can't you guys just behave? I get it. You're not having the best life, but it's kind of your own fault, 15% chance to pass, and he failed. Well, that's how RNG works on that. Maybe he'll try again, or maybe he'll just abandon all hope. Chris Delay. Hey, there he is. allowed his maniacal obsession with correct ratios to slowly overcome him, resulting in the murder of a junior projectionist who screened Interstellar in 2331. How could you? Okay. Honestly, this man should get. We should give this man a better sell for what he's done for society. Here's another guy, Felix Donnie. 3 strikes program is like over 80% done here, and he hasn't even attended yet. So there's something going on with this 3 strikes program, the reason why it's not completing. So let's take a little deep dive here and see if we can't figure out what it is. So I'm gonna pause it really quick. Let's go to the schedule and let's figure out exactly why 3 strikes, not 3 strikes training, it's the 3 strikes program. So they go through the training first, they get that done, and then they can go through the program. So why is this not completing? So let's see if you can figure it out. Now, I don't know exactly where it is. 3 strikes program right here. Okay, so the common room minimum security is where this is located. And, you know, pretty much minimum security people are able to do it. But maybe we can find... It looks like there's another common room here. Maybe we need to get the 3 strikes program in both of them. So now we're missing teachers, right? So we need more... Oh, wait, hang on. Never mind. There's another one right here. Okay, so we have 2 here. They should be able to do this. I don't know why this would be not available for them, because we have teachers for it and everything. Everything's good there. I think Alcoholics Group Therapy maybe isn't getting a teacher because we have a lot of behavioral therapy stuff happening. If we take this away... I think that should give us a teacher, shouldn't it? Yeah, I'd have to hit the space bar to let it go. Take that away. That should give us a teacher here. And, you know, and some of these classes are taught in the office, and then some of them are taught in the common rooms. The 3 strikes program is a common room thing. So the teacher has to make his way over there, but they start doing that an hour early. So I can't see any reason in the schedule why that wouldn't be possible. The only thing I can think of here is moving it to here and then moving Alcoholics Group Therapy up to here. If I maybe place it later in the day, they'll be able to reach it. So if I started at 3, this is right after Alcoholics Group Therapy. But if I started at 3 o'clock instead, then, and that's inside the common room that's down in minimum security. So that's down in here. So if I'm starting that there, 3 strikes program, right, is at 3 p.m. In the schedule for these guys, if I look at their regime, 3 p.m. is firmly in the work slot. So if this person is taking this course, they should be in lockup before they get here, which is a very short walk. So this basically puts them really close to the place, and then they get out of their cell and they get in here. That's what should be happening. Yeah, that really should be what's happening here. So I'm gonna go with that being a thing now. We'll shift it to the later in the day and see if that helps people pass it, because that's the 3rd person I've seen that's taking the program, but the program is like basically done before they can actually finish it. And then this common room, right? We want that 3 strikes program to be in this common room as well. So we want to take, this is the medium security one. That's earlier in the day. If I flip this too, maybe we'll flip this to be, no teachers for that. If I slide it back again, okay, there's teachers for that one. So we'll slide this one back in the day too, further in the day. And this is starting at 5. And if I take a look at their schedule here at 5 p.m., there should already be, I guess it's a free time. So they have the freedom, I guess, to move around. They can get their needs met through here and then start their class at 5. And they have a full 2 hours, and then they go lock up and then eat. So there shouldn't be a whole lot getting in their way to meet that requirement. So we'll see if they sign up and they get going on that tomorrow instead. And like every single staff member I hover over, it seems like they're pissed off. Of course, now none of them are pissed off, right? But like they've been pissed off, man. It's food. Get in here and eat. I do see some staff picking up You know, some of the staff are picking up a tray. Some of them are doing it the way they're supposed to do it. And the cooks come in and they gather the trays and they take them away and everything's happening the way it's supposed to there. Yep. Now we're going to get repairmen. Nope, that's road maintenance. Road maintenance automatically called. Yep. We got the rats. Got to find rats again. Are you hiding under this again? I mean, that would just be like, that's one of those things where I'm just going to stop using this thing, right? There's traps all around here though. So if they're in here, they're going to get caught in the trap. They got to be. I'm not sure where these 20 rats are now. Oh, there's one right there. In the world? I mean, I've got one right there too. What in the... Okay. Okay. Well, we have some rats in this hallway. Let's get a trap. Pop a trap right here. And there's one down here already. So if they make their way down there, then that's where that'll be. But we do have a trap right here. And then, like, you know, get these guys to come over into this hallway if they ever come over here. Hopefully they don't bite anyone and make disease and all that stuff. But we do have people on site, so they should be spraying things down periodically. And then the rat trap is got to come from storage really far away. I have been considering making a second storage room. Something where, like, when we break something down, it can be brought to that room. But then I'm going to have people taking it from the truck and just bringing it in there. And that's just a lot. So I think no. One centrally located storage room, I think, is just going to be plenty. We got 21,000. Is that with? Got reoffending fine. $10,000 reoffending fine. $9,000 prisoner reformed reward. What's my current reformation rates right now? What's this at? We're still at 22%. We have, we have brought health up though. So health is -1. We need it at 0. And then we've paroled early 249 with 5% reoffending. But this number is the one I'm targeting for 10%. I'm not sure we can hit it, to be honest. Like this, I thought this would be a little bit closer, but this is not close enough for me. I'm not sure we're going to hit it. The only thing I can think of here is raising my percentages for early prisoner release, which I could do. It's in policy, isn't it? Yeah. I could do that. I don't want to, but 20%, like I'm basically doing like a 1 in 5 here, which this makes sense, right? 20% chance. We have about a 22% reoffending rate. So it's right around that average. So if I want to drop this, you know, I can say, you know, we'll bring this down to 15, let's say. We'll bring, we'll just bring all of them down to 15, I suppose. Everybody comes down to 15. You don't get out early, and that's a 15% chance. We'll see how that works for us. We got GM crops. I'm not sure if there's a particular downside in the game for that. That lowers their export price. Ah, okay. So that's it. You know what? I actually think natural crops are better then. Because we're going to be exporting a lot. And like they'll grow slower, but that also means there's less work for my farmers. And to be honest, at this point, we have a lot of crops. So slower growth is going to be okay. Slower growth is fine because there's always something to do. So as long as they're just constantly busy, I'm fine with it. And speaking of which, now that we have 21 grand and no debt, right? No debt. We can go in and try to get one of those harvesters. Automatic harvesters. Pop these in place. We can get those automatic harvesting happening through there as well. Give my farmers even less to do. That's great. And we're still solid over here. I can probably add some more power here too. We can keep expanding this. It makes us money, so we'll keep expanding it. We'll put one here, and then we'll put another one like that. Yep. Oh, we'll just get 2 more. Connect that up like this. Connect that down like so. Okay. I probably could have... Wait a minute. Oh, these back ones aren't even connected. Stupid. Oh, whoopsie. Well, that'll fix it. Well, that'll change the entire scape of everything is changed by doing that, isn't it? Let's get that done first, and then we can have so much more power and export a ton more power if we hook this up to an exporter. Right now, we're not hooking this to an exporter yet, so we need to do that as well. So we'll go over to I'm just blind, right? No, I think it's wiring. Power export meter. Yeah, we're gonna put this. If we just sit it right here, that's fine. Just set that right next to the transformer like this, and then we'll start exporting power from this too. Why not? That's wild. We probably should get a backup generator for these things too while we have, well, we don't have any money anymore, so never mind. We're actually at 0 again. Yeah, that's what I do. I get a bunch of cash and then I spend a bunch of cash. It's okay. It's okay. It's an investment into our future, and that is a whole lot of heat. Wow-weeze. Goodness. Well, my workers are well trained, right? I hope my workers are ready for this, because that is a lot. Did you just take care of all of them? No way. This is a summer heat wave. I don't know how to make these prisoners happy, so they're all going to be very uncomfortable right now. And hygiene needs are going to be through the roof here. Hydration needs are going to be way up, but my staff have adequate solutions for that. We have adequate... Yeah, there's so much heat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Yes. You want to take your shirts off and fight each other. I understand. I get it. It's very, very hot. I understand. I don't think there's much I can do about it. If I take a look at the temperature, it's all very hot. 91 degrees everywhere. Yeah. Now, obviously, I can shut off the heat, right? I can just, you know, switch off the valves on some of these places so I don't have the heaters going, right? That's something we can do. But I mean, other than that, that's it though, right? Just stop the heaters. And some of these places don't even have that. It's just naturally very hot outside. So I don't think that's gonna matter too much. Look at the hot water system. Yeah, so we're cutting hot water from that side. And that also includes the hot showers as well. It cuts off your showers as well. In here, we have all of this stuff. Did I not install a valve? I did right here. But I did. Yeah, there's 2 valves. Switch off and switch off. Both of those need to be switched off too. And then we'll just take a look at the water now. Not quite yet. Are you connected somewhere else? No, you just haven't gotten someone to shut it off yet? I thought I was the one shutting it off. I thought this was managed by me. Is this managed by a worker? Does an actual worker have to come and do this? To be honest, I think this might be the first time I've ever used the valve. It seems like it's getting it from somewhere else. Oh, it's getting it from here. Oh, it is. Oh, ooh, I don't have a valve for that one. Oh, these valves are pointless, aren't they? Shoot, I forgot about you. Well, these valves are pointless. They don't mean anything. We're gonna go ahead and just dismantle them, because I don't have a way of stopping the hot water going into your territory. I just don't. So we're just gonna uninstall them and let the water flow, man. Everyone's got hot water, and that's just the way it is in that wing. At least you guys can be a little bit cooler. A little bit cooler. It'll go away. It's gonna get cooler here. A little bit. Okay, it's okay. Ranging from 34°C. 34°C is pretty hot. This is very hot though. We're up to almost 41 degrees Celsius. That's not. I don't want to be in that. Hopefully we're in like a desert area, a very dry climate, because if this is also humid, that's just death. Like just kill me now. I realize it doesn't actually kill you, but I will want to die. Standing in it, you will wish for a quick and timely death. 41 degrees Celsius and humid that might be hotter than I've ever experienced it. I've been to Vietnam half a dozen times. You know, the second half of if you're new to this channel, you don't know, second half of my family is Vietnamese. That's my wife's family. So we visit there regularly, sometimes in the winter, sometimes in the summer. I prefer the winter. I prefer the season where it's a little bit cooler. It's not a big difference, but it's enough. All right, it's enough. And I prefer going in the dry season. There's basically a dry season and wet season, you know. And I prefer the dry season myself, but yeah, it's not a very comfortable place. And I realize a lot of you out there watching this video probably live in equally comfortable places. or rather equally uncomfortable places. Let's take a loan really quick so that I can expand this immediately. Wow, the reform sessions, I wasn't able to pay for them. I think that's why that was, yeah, that was going crazy. We also have a couple of tables here that our gang owned. They're claiming tables. All right, well, you guys can clean the dishes on those tables then. If you want the tape, you want them, you can have the whole thing. Okay, so with 21 grand, do I expand? I feel like I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't have any row of 7 because that's just not how it's designed over here. So we're just going to take a full row like this. We'll go like that. And then we'll go like that. Yep. And then we usually left a space here before, but we won't this time because this is the end of a cell block. The beginning of another cell block is right here. It's not a block. It's just a section, a beginning of another section of cells. Yeah. That's kind of how I wanted to say it. Anyways, we're going to go like this. I probably can't do that, can I? Because there's just no wall to put it on? No, it works. Yeah, I'm going the right direction for that. Okay. We'll get more cells put in. Just trying to expand as best I can with the money that I've got available. Lots and lots of programs, man. We're investing so heavily in programs right now. And we just need to make sure that these guys just keep working, man. Just keep cranking out all that stuff. We got the puppies being pet in here. We got just prisoners acting up with massive amounts of heat. Okay, so he is doing something. You can see it. There's this red line right here. It's very hard to see, but there's a red line pointed at this gentleman. And he is being shot at, but apparently he's just not being warned enough. Like, he's just not caring. And then here's the alcoholics group therapy. How close are we here? Terrible concentration, but excellent understanding results in 4% success. Yeah. Raymond Cornwell. Good chance of succeeding here. Great chance of succeeding here. Yeah, we want to cure this because that means less alcohol in the prison, less of this contraband coming into the prison. If I can somehow solve that issue, you can get less drugs, less alcohol into the prison before I start bringing the really nasty people in. That would be really helpful as well. And there's no canteens for these guys because, yeah, I've been debating on whether I need another canteen, but I'm not going to do it. We're going to have maximum walking through here to get to their canteen, and they're going to have 2 meals a day because they have to walk further distance. That's fine. 2 meals a day. I mean, if I do 3 meals a day, then what will happen is we'll have like maybe 2 hours of free time. The rest is locked up, and then 3 meals a day. That keeps them well fed, but also out of my hair. So I might go for that. We'll see. I don't know if that's going to help us, with them acting up and everything, but we'll see. And I obviously need to expand the cell block so I can have more prisoners, so I have more laborers. More prisoners equals more laborers. We have somebody here that's Brindley. You have Brindley that's approved. These guys want to transfer. And then I think the reason why he's got 400 and something years is because of these criteria. I'm doing sentence adjustments. Maybe I shouldn't have done sentence adjustments. If I could just have one person pass this reform program. Come on. Just one person pass the 3 strikes program, please. Then I get that 30 grand and just be done with it, you know? There's lots of people in the training. Half of them pass. But the full-on program is they're just not passing it. Where'd it go? 3 strikes training, 3 strikes program. There's only 2 people going for it right now. That's Donnie. You saw him. He's out of his element. You know, just no chance of success here, unfortunately. And then if I come down again, where's the other one? Yes, I know. You're trying to beat your cell up right here. This guy, Corneve. That's new. I don't know this guy. I don't see him. I don't remember seeing him before. He's obviously working in here, but if I can get him to do the others. Okay, so he hasn't completely missed his program yet, but he's choosing to work here instead of going to it, which makes sense. I have raised their wages. in the workshop, to promote them working in these workshops. I've raised the wage 20% more than every other job and try to encourage them to work down here, right? So if I go to, I never remember where it is. It's not in policy. Finance? Finance, here it is. So prisoner wages, we have a workshop at 120%. And then we also have a 110% to vegetable allotments, but nobody's working there. So I might need to up that a little bit too, to 120. So I get more people working there as well. My goodness, guys, can you just calm down? Please. I get it. It's very hot. This too shall pass. It'll be fine after 14 o'clock, okay? Just give it a couple more hours and you'll be very comfortable. And you don't have to kick off anymore. And I'm down to 12 grand now. 14. This intake is what I need. I need the temperature to go down. And then I need the intake to be bigger. I think maybe I'll bump this. Let's bump this to 250, 260. Let's do this. Can I afford that? 8 mediums? I can bring 8 mediums. And 7 minimums. I can afford that too. Let's go like this. We'll go to 265 and we'll balance it like this. So this intake here is the hope anyway, is that it gets me up to the point where I can get out of debt before the video. Because I really don't want to be in debt at the end of this video, but it may happen. I may not have much of a choice. And then at the end of the night, though, we'll export power, and that'll be great. Speaking of which, you connect here. There we go. There we go. Up to $5,000 ready to happen here. Fantastic. Over here, what do we have? Another 2,500. Okay, very good. And you are another 2,500. Perfect. Okay, then. So making money here is what we want to see. That's the most I can export is $5,000. So this is going to cap out because there won't be enough in the batteries. So that'll stop. That's the most I can do. Which is just all that means is that I can have this power funneled somewhere else. So maybe let's just see how this is. This will be a very interesting little test. Let's see what this does. I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to turn this off. Okay, now that means we're switching grids. We're switching grids, so this whole thing here is now powered by this area. All right. Now we have the ability to really ramp up our batteries, right? We could really fill these batteries now. Yeah. And that means selling a lot more power over here. But this is already capped. So that's kind of interesting. We can switch it and then kind of manipulate that a little bit, getting more power into the batteries since they're not being spent. Let's try that. Power switches are nice, aren't they? If I could find a way to do it automated, that'd be cool. And I don't mean technologically find a way. I mean, I know that we're already doing it with the workshops, but I mean like do it in an automated way to where we sell the power and then I can kind of feel like by 2:30 or 3 o'clock, these batteries are full. So I have like automated switching at 3 o'clock and it switches over and, you know, then this fills up even more. But I mean, to be honest, it's possible we could just say noon or something, you know, but then you get weather conditions that will affect it and all that. And I don't know. For now, I'm okay with just a manual couple of clicks every once in a while, I think. And then we want to pull maximum security is going to then be here. And then all of these cells are now available for medium. And then that way, maximum is always going to come out this way. Yeah, they're always going to come out this way and then go that way. And then they will walk a longer path to get into this area. And now I think I want to go ahead and turn on the pipes. Switch that on, give them back their hot water. We don't have any other pipes, do we? Any other valves? I don't believe so. I don't see any flashing hot water icons in my face anymore. No, those were the only valves. We had these ones, but like this right here messed it up. And maybe I can move this one. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I should do a shakedown tonight. That's another thing I got to do. But man, I just wanted to have this little area done, you know, with enough money to start building out even more. Like I really wanted to have capacity for my 200 medium inmates by the end of next video is what I wanted to do. That's still my goal. By the end of, we'll say PA 30, the 30th episode is the episode in which we have full capacity for medium security and criminally insane. And then we can begin hopefully working on maximum capacity for low sec as well. And then that's kind of related to the facilities that will go into Supermax and Death Row. And then we can start with our really dangerous part, the really dangerous inmates, trying to get as many people in here. I just need to be stable and profitable with everything else before I get there. And the game is looking like it's going to bless me with the opportunity to be debt-free here very shortly. After all of this, looks like we're going to be able to make enough money to do it. Yes, because the power export will absolutely kick me over the mark. Unless I have so many fines for reoffending. It's possible we get a lot of reoffending fines, but I doubt it. The water setup over here too is in progress. The pipes and stuff. We need to get our big pipe does need to go to stretch just a little further. I really hesitate to put it into this block. So I'm trying to like figure out where I'm going to go with it. I think I'll go about this far. And then we'll go down from here. And then all of the little pipes will just extend from there this direction. So it'll just be, honestly, this is probably good enough for that direction. It's not good enough for the corner. That's the only reason I need to go this far is because of the corner. But placing this pipe here puts it right on these cells. And I'd really rather not do that, but I don't really have a whole lot of choice here because I have to reach this area. So the only thing I can think of is going up this way more. That way, if they are taking the pipe, they're taking it inwards, not outwards anyway. So I could make that work. I could maybe swing that, but I still don't know if it's going to allow me to reach all the way over here from this. So I don't think it will. So why don't we, if I put it through here to this point, then that's so close these guys can just take it. I need to keep this pipe away from these guys. I am thinking that this is far enough. Like this pipe here, we can stretch it and just do individual pipes all the way out just to keep these big pipes as far away from these guys as possible. If these guys are lucky, they'll have a chance, but I'd rather not do that. The other option, maybe, I don't like it, but the other option is to take a pipe from out here and we could go up through this little opening right here. Bring it all the way over this way, right? And then from probably about right here or so, we put another opening so that it can stick its nose out like here or something, and then we put little pipes from there. But it's still, that's a lot of effort for something that I think the dogs can take care of a pipe, a tunnel that goes out this way. I think the dogs will handle it. So why don't we go just a little bit further? We'll go a little bit. Nope, not this big pipe. Just a little bit further into the hallway, though, not right on our cell. Is this going to be far? I don't know if this is going to be enough. It may not be close enough. It's going to really disappoint me if it's not. Yeah, maybe I should go into here. It just allows them to take it, though. They're just gonna dig under and get that pipe, but it is what it is. We'll go this way. Let's say out to about here. We'll go that far with it, and then this will go straight up from here, and that will at least connect water to the rest of these cells for now. And then I have to cross my fingers and hope that I can go straight across this and get from there. Hope that that's far enough, and then if it is far enough, then we're golden, and then I don't need any more big pipes in this entire facility. We're good, because at that point the small pipes can reach anywhere I need to reach. Be good to go. Let's go ahead and decrease the loan down. We are out of debt, barely. What do we have? We had a $15,000 prisoner reoffending fine. Ugh, it's so strong. But we exported $12,500 worth of power, though. So that is pretty great. And then we'll go ahead and switch that off. Switch this on. Ta-da! And now this can begin to fill up. Once again, we can start getting this to really fill. Yeah, and we can expand onto it later if we want to. But my perimeter wall, in case you're curious, is all the way out to here now. And then down here, my perimeter wall is out to here and here. So I have been expanding it too. That's another reason why I'm down on money. Like this number is very good, but this number is just constantly being hit because I'm still spending every dollar I make in expanding. I'm going as fast as I can without going into major debt. Okay, so next video, we have maximum security moving over into this area. This will be their area for now. The rest of these cells will be medium. That will give me a picture on how many we can take in. We can then maybe take in more mediums at that point. That's more people for us to try to reform, more people that can work in the fields, more people that can work in the workshop, sorry. The fields are basically low sec. I don't want mediums down there because they're just not near them. You know, medium, minimum down in these fields, and then these guys here will also be for these fields too. I need to get a proper gauge as to whether or not I am going to have enough room here for expanding and getting enough of these minimum security people. If that's not the case, then we'll have to just a lot more space over here for more minimums, which is fine because we'll have more people to work in the field. I'm also questioning whether or not I need a shop for these guys because I don't see a luxury need on any of these guys. I don't think criminally insane need luxuries because none of them have that need. These guys do. They need luxuries badly, but none of these guys have a luxury need. So I'm thinking instead of having another shop here, we turn this into a library because they do have a literature need. Speaking of which, I could cater to that literature need pretty simply by just placing bookshelves in their cells. Or, better yet, placing bookshelves in here and then they can just pull from them. I like that idea first. So I think I'm going to put a bookshelf in here and then maybe put another bookshelf along this wall there so that they can get books, right? That's what they need. And then maybe we can turn this into a common area as well, just an area that has stuff, and then we have benches and books through here too. It's not a bad play. For now, I'm going to put 2 bookshelves right here just to see if that caters to that literature need that they have. But I may turn this into a library instead. Or, because that does require foundation education, I don't know whether or not the people that are in this area will have that. And I don't have a classroom over here. It's possible I should maybe make a classroom over here. That would probably help if I did that. But either way, because the library requires an education, so they may not be able to work it. It could just be one big shop, I suppose. It's still possible to do that, but because they don't have a luxury need on this side, I really don't think I'm going to need this to be separated as 2 separate buildings from 2 separate shops because it doesn't matter. That's the way I see it anyway. Okay, that's going to do it for my video. I'm out of money again, but at least I have no debt. And I'm going to have to let it run until one of these grants are done, man. Maybe I'll sell some baked goods. You know what? Here's what I'll do. Just so I don't have to sit around all day and try to make this happen. We're going to take... Where is it? I never remember where this is. Finance. Prisoner wages. Bakery. We're going to up the wage in the bakery to 140% to encourage people to work this so that I can get visitors to come buy it. And then maybe that grant can be the one that I finish in time. If we don't get the 3 strikes thing. Okay. Take it easy. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.